Hello, everybody. I am very excited to be joined by my next guest. You would have seen him roaming the field at TD Place as one of the amazing players with Atletico Ottawa. Niba MacDonald. Niba, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, Keith. Very good. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to join me today. I appreciate it. Here is somebody as a fan that I've admired from the sidelines. You were built by the football gods. You were sculpted for greatness. Here you are on this team. You prowl on the defense, making sure no one's getting through. And I've got like a couple moments of your time. This is fantastic. So I want to know, first of all, how did you, my friend, the pride of Cameroon, by the way, end up
Uh,
coming to play for Atletico Ottawa?
I came to Canada 2015 through school, so that was the only way I could get an opportunity to travel out of Cameroon. So since I came 2015, I was always wanted to play soccer. It has always been my dream, my goal to play soccer like professionally. So that wasn't the case when I got here in 2015. Because it was difficult to get professional setting at that time. It's only the MLS, which was professional in Canada. So I started with the League One in Ontario, in Toronto, Ontario. So I did a really good year 2016. I got the opportunity to go to Slovakia in Europe, which I made the tryout there, and I signed a two and a half year contract back there in Slovakia. And since then, I've always wanted to come back to Canada, because it's like I feel very good here. I feel like it's my home. And only last year, I spoke to my agent Harun that I wanted to come back to Canada. Like I feel like where I'm right now in Europe, where I was in Europe wasn't like my home. I always wanted to come back, to Canada, and he made it possible for me. He spoke with um, with Ottawa. He spoke with Edmonton at that time, FC Edmonton, but I really bought into the project of Atletico Ottawa, and yeah, Fernando made it possible for me to realize my goal of playing for a Canadian team, and I am very very happy that that team was Atletico Ottawa.
Excellent. And we are absolutely thrilled to have you. So, of course, you joined the team last year, 2022. And, of course, the team finished first overall last year, which was absolutely fantastic. What are some of your fond memories from the 2022 season?
I started the season, very good together with the team. That was actually my first time to start like the first game, the season opener. It was unbelievable. We ended up winning, and I think that was really my really really important moment from last year. I really felt good, part of the team, starting the game, starting the first game, season opener, and us going through to the finals was really really something special together with the fans.
No, absolutely. And you touch on the fan base. I don't know in your experience, which is vast, if you've come across a fan base like that here in Ottawa. I feel like it's on another level. And I don't just mean in terms of how they support the soccer club, but when I think about the other sports here in Ottawa, and I've gone and I've enjoyed, being a spectator at the other sports that we have to offer here in Ottawa, there's just something different about these Atletico Ottawa fans. From a player, from somebody who's on the field looking at it, what's your perception of the fans in Ottawa?
I think they are great. They are very great, even at home or away. They always support us. It's something really, really special for us. They are that 12 man, and it keeps on. It keeps driving us forward, and we just all thanks to them. We are playing for them, and we'll give everything until the last, which we have inside. For the fans, because they
Yeah.
support us all the way. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have to ask you. You've got a dominating physique. You are perfectly, positioned as in defense. As you're like not playing and you're just roaming around Ottawa doing your things, have you gotten to the point where people are recognizing you as that guy who plays for Atletico Ottawa, or do you still think that you're able to, like, blend in with the rest of us?
Yeah, of course. I like blending in. I don't like isolating myself with just being on
Yeah.
my own. I can easily blend in with anyone. So I really love Ottawa. I love the fans. I love everyone here, and I feel really really good here. So
Yeah.
even though I'm alone here in Canada, but I feel very very good in
Okay.
this on this team.
Okay. So just to be clear, so the question was, you're not at the point where you're going out like to the movies or to the grocery store and people are constantly coming up to you and saying, "Hey, aren't you Niba MacDonald?"
No, not really, not really,
Okay.
not
Okay.
really.
We
I hope it's gonna get there.
yeah, we're very chill here in Ottawa. They'll see you, but they don't want to bother you. Okay. So I wanted to I was looking at this just before we jumped on, and it's interesting. A week ago, Ottawa was in fourth place. Unfortunately, things didn't go our way in Halifax. We dropped to sixth place. But here is sometimes you hear sixth place and you think, okay, well, that's terrible. But I wanted to share this with you. Obviously, there are 5 teams ahead of you. But out of the 5 teams that are ahead of you, would you believe that you guys have actually outscored, like scored more goals than 3 of them? And two of those teams have played more games than Atletico Ottawa. I find that to be an interesting stat. It just goes to show how incredibly close the Canadian Premier League is. And here we are right now. You guys have played 16 games so far, 17th coming up against Cavalry this weekend. We'll talk about that in a moment. But this is a very competitive league, and I think that that Atletico Ottawa is also a very very competitive team. So obviously, coming off of the previous week, we had 3 wins in 3 games, a bit of a hiccup in Halifax. What do you and your teammates do right now to maintain that positive energy and try to bring back that momentum as you head into Calvary this weekend?
Yeah, we know what we can do. We know what we have to do to be able to to get into the level which we want to be understanding. So yeah, unfortunately, last weekend wasn't a good result for us. But we have a big opportunity in 3 days. To bounce back, and this is what we're gonna do. In front of our fans, we will give everything. At the end of the day, we wanna to grab the 3 points against Calvary. So we have to do our game and be solid and not concede and try to score and to win the game.
Yeah. I also think it gives you a lot of confidence knowing that you were in Cavalry not too long ago in their stadium, shutting them out, beating them, and now in your stadium, I'm assuming that helps from a confidence standpoint, just knowing that you guys know and you have the tools to get the job done against what is currently the first place team in the league.
Yeah, exactly. Cavalry is a very good team. Last season we won against them every time we played, and we didn't lose against Cavalry. I think last year we didn't lose. Even this year against Halifax, we haven't lost against Halifax. But last game we lost. So it's like game after game. Every game is different. We have to take the game against Cavalry as a new opportunity for us to grab 3 points and forget about what happened in Cavalry and try to win, because they're getting off a good result from the last game. They won 5-1. So we have to be ready for the challenge.
Oh, I love that. I love that attitude. Listen, I want to be respectful of your time. So with any Keith Whittier interview, and I'm sure you're a big fan of these, we are going to drift into something that I like to call rapid fire. Okay. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. First thing that comes to your mind, hit me with it. All right. First question in rapid fire is always, Niba, what is your favorite movie of all time? And if you can't give me one, feel free to give me a top 3.
I like the Fast and Furious.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Like just the whole series, or was there one in particular that you liked?
Yeah, like from the first part to the last part, I always enjoy watching it.
Okay. All right. These are off the dome. You just brought up a mug. What does your mug say? I'm very curious.
Oh, it says, "Don't I don't give a shit."
Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. You've been living in Ottawa for a while. What are some of the things that you like to do in the nation's capital?
Most of the time I'm with the guys. Sometimes we go for walks, we go to the mall. Sometimes we go to the gym, we work out. I enjoy a lot with the guys, and I really enjoy being around them. They are like my family here, so yeah, I'm open to new suggestions. Like
Yeah,
to experience the city more.
I love that. I love that. Question for you: one of the big hit shows, Ted Lasso. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
All right, no Ted Lasso questions. Okay, moving on. Moving on. That's fine. I was going to ask him in terms of like your opinion on it. Right now, I know you got a lot going on. Are you paying attention to the Women's World Cup at all?
Yeah, I think the Canada was playing today, no?
Yeah, yeah. Canada won against Ireland
Yeah,
today.
yeah. Unfortunately, during that time we had practice, but I heard that they won the game.
Excellent. Excellent. Who are some of the footballers or soccer players in the past or present really who have influenced you?
I think my dad was like a role model to me because he was playing as well back home in Cameroon. So yeah, I was really looking up to him. Unfortunately, he passed in 2019. So I'm trying to to give everything for him on the pitch when I'm on the pitch, to fight for him. And yeah, I think I look up to him.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I appreciate that. We're been living in Ottawa for a little while. Have you come to a place in Ottawa that you think, in your opinion, has good African food?
Yeah, I have a place here, not far away from my home. Actually, I took the guys there and they love it. So
Yeah.
every time we go there, they're happy.
Do you want to shout out the name of it, or do you want to keep that to yourself?
Yeah, of course, it's called Soya Palace.
Okay.
Yeah, so I always go there with some of the guys and they love it.
Excellent. Okay, last question for you. For people, people are going to be heading down to TD Place this Saturday night. You've got the big game against Cavalry. For those people, and I don't know that there's a lot of them left, I hope, but for those people who've never been to an Atletico game before, what can they expect when they roll into TD Place on Saturday evening, 7 p.m. to see Atletico Ottawa take on Cavalry?
Yeah, they should expect a good game, a good battle from us, and that we are playing for them. We are playing for the city, and we just want to move the city forward in terms of soccer. We want to get a lot of fans at the game, and it's a summer, so we will give everything for the fans. It's gonna be a very 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 tough game, but we will try to grab the maximum points for us. So it will be a pleasure if we get a lot of fans there, and we'll give everything for them.
Excellent. Excellent. Listen, I appreciate so much you taking the time to chat with me. It's been a pleasure chatting with you and getting to know you a little bit better. Wish you and the team all of the best this coming weekend. You are one of the many great ambassadors that this team has, and we cannot wait to see you guys shut down Cavalry this weekend.
Yeah, thank you, Kate. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.